Well, by this point, I guess you already know that Zohran Mamdani is going to be the next mayor of New York City. RIP New York City, by the way. I made a video on my Bottle Language Guy channel about that. This is not the Bottle Language Guy. This is my Power Pundit channel where I talk about American politics. So make sure to subscribe here. Okay? So he sent a threat to Donald Trump. You might not be aware of this thing, but he actually sent a threat to Donald Trump, and this is the video of it. Let's watch it.
If anyone can show a nation betrayed by Donald Trump how to defeat him, it is the city that gave rise to him. And if there is any way to terrify a despot, it is by dismantling the very conditions that allowed him to accumulate power. This is not only how we stop Trump, it's how we stop the next one. So Donald Trump, since I know you're watching, I have 4 words for you. Turn the volume up. We will hold bad landlords to account because the Donald Trumps of our city have grown far too comfortable taking advantage of their tenants. We will put an end to the culture of corruption that has allowed billionaires like Trump to evade taxation and exploit tax breaks. We will stand alongside unions and expand labor protections because we know, just as Donald Trump does, that when working people have ironclad rights, the bosses who seek to extort them become very small indeed.
A populist speech.
New York will remain a city of immigrants, a city built by immigrants, powered by immigrants, and as of tonight, led by an immigrant.
Yeah, one of the things that I usually criticize people for, and I blocked a lot of people because of this, is because they fail to see or acknowledge the difference between an illegal immigrant and a legal immigrant. It's very simple. The legal one, let's say that joins or becomes a resident first, and then maybe a citizen of the United States through all the legal routes to do so, and there are many of them. The illegal ones, on the other hand, is the one that so many people have a trouble with, and I personally have a lot of trouble with that, because I know, of course, that many of those illegal migrants come from Venezuela, my country, and I know that it's not fair to just if you come from a country, I come here, I'm going to, how to say this, what is game the system. I'm gonna game the system of immigration of the United States in one way or another. If you pretend to do that, well, the most important thing is to get your act together and fast and try to, behave. But so many of those illegals don't behave, and that's what we have a problem with. But this is, notice that he uses Trump as a concept, like the Donald Trumps. We are not going to fight back against Donald Trump, the Donald Trump, but the next Donald Trump, whoever it comes, it could be maybe the next candidate of Republicans or MAGA in 2028, that next Donald Trump, metaphorically, and the Donald Trumps of the city. Notice that he uses, again, Donald Trump as a concept. And why does he do that? Because, well, it's a very easy way to paint his concept of who are the evil ones. You want to mention who are the evil ones, the ones in power. You don't just say tenants. You say the Donald Trumps of the city who are the tenants who are, evil. And that's the reason why Donald Trump has so much power, has amassed so much power. And he's going to do, in his words, dismantle that system. So I guess that he's going to dismantle the system of construction, of a building, of a business. So that's what he's going to dismantle. Well, he's a communist, so I guess that's what he meant. And again, I have to be fair. I have to say this over and over again. That's what he said time and time again during his campaign. We can't say that, the guy was like this, had this hidden ace on his sleeve, or he has this hidden agenda that he's going to... No, he was very clear about that. We tried to warn New Yorkers, but it is obvious that it didn't work. And he is going to keep that rhetoric over and over again because it works. It works. We know that so many people voted for Kamala Harris because they were voting against Donald Trump, not because they wanted to give their vote for Kamala. That's for sure. And in this case, it's the same principle. Zohran Mamdani made sure to mention Donald Trump repeatedly during his campaign because that is weaponizing Trump derangement syndrome, and that is weaponizing how the media has portrayed Trump in so many ways, in so many wrong ways, creating these hoaxes, as the video that I made like 2 days ago about how the BBC posted this edited, this doctor, it's not even edited, it's doctored footage of January 6th, of Trump on January 6th. That's what we are dealing with. Again, I want this channel, this politics channel, mainly American politics channel, to be, I don't know, laid back, have some fun, maybe some analysis, maybe a bit of entertainment. But I need to address these kind of things because that is the way that how you manipulate people. That's how you manipulate masses of people into voting for you. And that's why it doesn't matter if Cuomo or Sliwa drop out of the race, either one of them, because the numbers of them both did not match Zohran Mamdani's numbers. So it was, as I said, the New York City's destiny. This is it. Now, I don't agree that this is good for Republicans. This is not good for Republicans because there are cities like San Francisco that have already been destroyed by bad management. You know where that bad management comes from. And I don't know if Democrats are going to be hurt by Zohran Mamdani's record because this is essentially what they stand for. They have stood for all these policies, maybe not that openly, maybe they are not being that blatant talking about them, but yes, this is what Democrats have been standing for some time. So I don't know why would they regret this. Again, I would love to know what you think about this in the comments. What is going to happen to New York and what is going to happen to New Yorkers and the ones that are obviously going to flee the city as soon as possible. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Power Pundit. Much love and bliss.